Welcome back, everyone. Another installment of Low Hanging Wax. And today we have another mail day. Figure I'll just keep it packaged up and we can rip this thing open on camera. So, yep, we're following along the usual format here. Today we're looking for another famous error, a no-name error, if you will. So it should be fun. I'm going to start putting up some just favorite cards of mine. Excuse me, sharing with the class because why not? So the first one here, a favorite of mine I have up on the shelf. Excuse me. Randy Smith from the Buffalo Braves. Now, you're probably not too familiar with him. He does look kind of like Kevin Durant. I always thought that. Anyways, he was like a Buffalo all around. Like he went to Buff State and was drafted from the Braves or to the Braves from Buff State. So he's like a Buffalo guy, and I'm in Buffalo here. But what a sharp looking card. 1972 tops. Awesome set. Great looking card. I always love this one. And not too expensive. You can get these pretty reasonable. I forgot what I paid for this, but it couldn't have been more than $10. Probably couldn't have been more than 5 or 6. So there's example number one, and then here you guys know what this is. I just put this up. This was the first rated card I ever bought, and like one of my favorite. I definitely like to go hunting through some '86 and find this sucker. So we'll do that someday as well. Looking for the Jose, or is this out of a traded set? Either way, just some cool stuff. Good old classics. Love the old SGC, the old original. It's hard to see. Sports card guarantee, because they're all so accurate. Grading companies. Anyways, thought I'd put that out. I'll do that every video. I'll put a couple of just favorites of mine out. And if you don't like it, you can fast forward to where we start the ripping, which is going to be now. So here's the mail day. Just got these in, and everything I buy is on the cheap. And it's something on my list I want to open, and it's cheap. So this was $20.06, I think, after shipping and tax and all that. From Carol's Trading Post, who I have gotten some things from before. They're a source of mine on eBay. So check them out. Excellent, excellent source. Good old cheap, affordable wax. It won't get you in trouble with the bills. All right. So what do we have today? You probably guessed it. Looking for the Frank with no name today. I know as we got a no one, Ryan. I know the past comes alive. He likes to call it the what does he call it? Needle in a junk stack, something like that. So we got 4, and I think what we'll do is we'll do 2, and I'll do another 2. Break up the fun. This box out of the way. And thanks again for all my usual suspects. It really does mean a lot. I love seeing your comments. I will give the shout out, my faithful Darth Blue. I appreciate you. Oops. So thanks, Darth Blue. Another one, Buttermilk Sports Cards. I appreciate you. I always see you in the comments. Matt Breaks Wax. And MGM 153. I've seen you on there too. I appreciate the support. So without further ado, let's open up the first of these. I don't know what you call this. It's not labeled jumbo. Value pack, I guess. It is a cello, but it's a giant cello. So let's see what we get. I don't even know how to open this. I don't even know how to claw into this thing. I may need scissors, actually. No. Nope, don't need scissors. I was going to say, as a kid, I don't think I would have needed scissors. Look at that big, fat, juicy stack of 1990. That is very, makes me happy on a snowy, cold day here in Buffalo, and it is snowing. All right, let's see what we get. Starting it off with a classic, Wade Boggs. Put Wade up in the front. Man, this feels nice in the hands. That's what she said. Oh, my God. John Kruk. We'll put Kruk up. Kevin Appier. Ricky Horton. Rob Ducey. And there are some other errors. Please help me out if I'm missing one of them. It was a Carlton Fisk. There's a bunch of printing errors besides the Frank. Tom Glavine. Put him up by the Drabek statue. Very controversial Drabek statue. Mike Stanley. Todd Zeile. I'm putting him up for fun, but he'll probably get covered up. Todd, this was a huge fairly huge card back when I was 11. Oh boy, knocking over everything. Mickey Weston, Bobby Valentine, Jerry Roos, Sean Hilagis, Jose De Jesus. He always looked pissed off. Yeah. Hensley Mullins, Pascal Perez, the beautiful Jerry Curl Mowat, Frank Tanana, Greg Brock, Don Slott, Gary Gaetti, Daryl Evans. Man, this is a crazy. I've never opened up a pack that thick. Jeffrey Leonard, Keith Hernandez, squatting down, probably trying to get to his cigarettes. We'll put him in the smoking section in the back. All right. Bobby Witt, Mark Portugal, Charlie Huff. I'll put him aside. It's late in the career for Charlie. Danny Heap, Lloyd Mosby, Bill Duran, Ron Kittle, looking like he's up to something there. And we got a flip in 90 tops. We got to do a flip like Upper Deck. Steve Lake, Harold Reynolds, Jack McKeon, Rick Shue, Mark Davis, Charlie O'Brien. He had some solid years. Jay Tibbs, Dwight Smith. He also had some solid years. I think he's the gentleman on that Upper Deck card I couldn't figure out. May have been Dwight Smith. Lance McCullers, Brian Harper. Oh boy, Terry Mulholland, Todd Benzinger, Spike Owen. Looking totally cracked out. Holy moly. Having a great time. Jack Armstrong, Ron Hassey. And that ends the first, I don't know what we're going to call that, mega pack. Very cool. Definitely something different. Maybe we will do all four. I don't know. We'll see how we feel here. Some crazy glare off Hernandez. There we go. Jumbo pack number 2. These are pretty neat. Let's look at these before I destroy it, shall we? No purchase necessary for the Spring Fever Baseball. Wow, you had to send in. I remember all those with the, I'm sure, comment underneath if you guys remember those. It was fun. You had to put like box tops or proof of purchase and just send it along and wait. Forget about it, and one day you get something in the mail. Boy, we've come a long way. Alrighty, pack number 2. They're pretty sharp. I hate to almost rip it. Almost hate to rip it, but I will anyway. Holy moly. Oh, damage these babies. There we go. Slicing and dicing into the second cello of absolute fun, I'll tell you. Really helps if you're in a snow zone like me. Starting out with future star Eric Anthony. I'll put him up and see if he gets replaced. Why not? Felix Jose. In fact, I'm gonna cut the deck here. I'll just cut it. Whatever. Felix Jose. Darren Jackson. I feel like he had a printing error, but I don't see a printing error there. Pretty sure he's one of the errors. It looks fine to me. Lance Johnson. Stan Belinda. Danny Cox. All right, Ryan Sandberg. Nice. I'm watching lots of old Cubs games, listening to Harry Carey. Put Ryan right up there. Just watched his last game the other day. Quite a tearjerker. All right, Chris Spire. Kevin Mitchell. Put up Kevin Mitchell. Bill Kruger. Got a lot of problems with you, Kruger. Andy Bennis. He just misses out, but that's just my opinion. He was a fine pitcher. Doug Strange and Howard Johnson, who I did not know was also a Cub for a while. Didn't realize that. But Hojo there. Louis Meadows. There's the flip I missed. Chris Sabo. I will have some fun and put up Sabo. Dave Righetti. Felix Firmin. Dave Leiper. Andres Thomas. Jesse Barfield. He had some moments. That's my line, isn't it? He had some moments. Don August. Roberto Alomar. Nice. Not too bad. I'll put him in the back. Mike Hanneman. Dennis Rasmussen. Oh, baby. Nice. Gary Sheffield Gold Cup. Sorry, Todd. Very, very sharp there. And Rich Sedman, but we do have some more of that for second pack. Need some more coffee, apparently. Billy Spires. Scott Terry. Joe Oliver. Damon Berryhill. Solid role player. I don't know why I put that aside. That's out of respect. Rick Dempsey. I've been watching Cubs games. Greg Minton. Louis De Los Santos. Oh my God. Luis De Los Santos. That was terrible. Just like a South Buffalo Polish boy would say it, huh? Bill Swift. Mike Moore. Bruce Hurst. Claudel Washington. Darnell Coles. Denny Martinez. He was solid. Lance Parrish. Eddie Whitson. Wally Joyner. Wallace Johnson. Joey Bell. And that rounds out the first two packs. I think what I'm going to do is split this up a little bit. Wow, Canseco is he's dark back there with Keith Hernandez. I don't know what's going on back there. We'll come back with a second video. So there it is, the first two packs. Always fun. I don't think we got. I know the Howard Johnson is a also an error, a printing error, and it looks. I couldn't tell you what the error is or not. I don't know. Is that the error? I'm going to say no. I think it's just all blacked out in the back. Nevertheless, for $5 a pack, always a nostalgic blast. And I will be back with a part 2 for this. So thanks for checking it out. And I'll grab 2 more cards too for the old background. Thanks as always. See you next time, guys.